I want to take a minute to talk about this document, Professional Dispositions. This is the document that we use in the early childhood education program for dispositions or behaviors or characteristics of our students in the classroom, in the university classroom, in field experience opportunities, and in internship. These professional dispositions have been recognized by the teacher preparation program field in general across the country, and these dispositions are necessary for all teacher candidates. So I want to make sure that you're aware of this document. You will have an opportunity to rate yourself on these dispositions at the beginning of your program. In the middle of the program, you can rate yourself on these dispositions, and an instructor, a university instructor, will rate you on these dispositions. And when you get to internship, you will be rated by your university supervisor. We recognize this is a developmental process and that you will learn throughout your program and develop these dispositions. And by the time you're in internship, you will be displaying these dispositions consistently across all situations. So let's just take a quick look at them and discuss them briefly. Openness to feedback. This means that you are open to receiving constructive criticism, both in the university classroom, in your field experience opportunities, and in internship. So this is your instructors and your mentor teachers and your university supervisor working with you to move you forward in your practice, always working to become a better teacher. And this flows right into the next disposition, which is continuous improvement and having a change orientation. This is recognizing that we are always growing as teachers. We can always improve our practice. We're open to that constructive criticism to move our practice forward. And we also recognize that we are always changing. We are always growing. Even once you are a teacher in a classroom, you are always looking to improve your practice so that your outcomes for students continue to improve, and you're always working to change, again, to move your practice forward. This includes reflective teaching, which you will learn about in your program as well. The next disposition I want to talk about is high expectations for learning. This means having high expectations for all students, not just some pockets of students, but across all of the diverse students that we see in the classroom. We have high expectations for all. That means children who may have diverse abilities, may have cultural and linguistic diversity, may have diverse socioeconomic statuses. It doesn't matter. We're always looking at our children and making sure that we have appropriate and high expectations for all. This also means that we're monitoring the students and we're supporting them as needed throughout to reach these high expectations. The next disposition is advocacy, and this means that we are advocating for our children and families and for developmentally appropriate practices across the board for our families. We show a genuine interest in their well-being, and we're looking to move these students and families forward and provide them with the services and resources they need to meet those high expectations we have for them and to make sure that they are appropriate to serve all of the child and family needs. Professionalism is another disposition, and this is very important, particularly when you're going out into the field and you're conducting your field experiences and your internship. You want to make sure that you are always on time and well prepared, that you dress and appear professional. This means that when we go into our field experiences and our internships, that we are professionally dressed. We're not wearing jeans. We're not wearing leggings, that we always look as if we're going on a job interview. We're reliable. We're responsible. We respect students. We respect the teachers in the classroom, the administrators, all of the staff throughout the school, and we treat them as if they are our colleagues. We use technology and social media appropriately in our professional and in our personal life because this does reflect our professional dispositions. So these are really important for us to look at and realize what image we are projecting to the field, to the schools that we're visiting, and to our university classrooms. The next disposition is legal and ethical conduct. We always display our behaviors and the characteristics that we have when we go into the classrooms with the highest integrity and ethical behavior. If you look to the National Association for the Education of Young Children, the Council for Exceptional Children, and the Division for Early Childhood, you will see that there are professional standards, legal and ethical standards with which we follow in the field. So you want to be aware of those, you want to read them, and we want to make sure that we are always maintaining privacy and confidentiality of our children, whether they're in special education, receiving other supports and services, but whatever we see and hear in the classroom stays in the classroom once we're out in the field. It is very important for us to maintain the confidentiality as a teacher and as a student going into other people's classrooms. We are held by those legal and ethical behaviors. We also are fair and consistent in applying and enforcing rules, policies, and regulations across the board. We do not discriminate based on any of the diverse needs that our children or the diversity of our children in the classroom. Again, whether it's your field experience classroom, your internship classroom, or your own classroom once you become a licensed teacher. So those are very important for us to make sure that we're following in the classroom. Again, this is just a quick overview of the dispositions. Please be aware of this document, have a copy of it, and keep it with you and refer to it. Remember that these professional dispositions will be assessed across your program at various points in time. You are to display these professional dispositions when you are in your university classrooms, when you are going to your field experiences and throughout all of your field experiences, and again in internship. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to your university instructors, the academic advisor, or your faculty mentor. Thank you.